Hi, I'm Elliot Cooper.
And my name is Demetrius Gudnitz. We are academic advisors for undeclared students. This is the PEAK program, the program to encourage academic knowledge. The program includes this video presentation with information on CSU scholastic standards and policies and strategies that you can use to evaluate your efforts and take steps to improve your GPA. It is mandatory for all undeclared Probation 1 students to view this presentation, complete the PEAK quiz, and meet with your assigned advisor. To start, get out a pen and paper because we want these plans to be in writing so that you can create your own strategy and put that into motion.
We want to start by saying that we definitely believe that you can succeed at CSU. CSU admits successful students, and admissions to CSU is competitive. We definitely believe that you can be successful.
All right, let's start by looking at academic probation. It is important to understand that you are not alone. Roughly 15% of all freshmen are placed on academic probation after their first semester at CSU. Making that transition from high school to college or from one college to another is difficult. A large number of students on probation are working through this transition. The fact is, though, something must change. There's no guarantee that you will return to good standing. You need a plan. Your goal is to return to good standing and a higher GPA. So, you need to draft, write down, and follow a specific plan. This PEAK video is the start. This video will present you with resources and ideas to get you started on that plan. Second semester probation students will be dismissed from the university if overall GPA is not a 2.0 or higher. So the time to work and improve your academic efforts is now. You can return to good standing. We want you to be more than a statistic tied to academic dismissal. We want you to complete your goals and dreams at CSU.
This slide is going to illustrate why a 2.0 GPA or higher is important. Any student who has a cumulative GPA below a 2.0 is placed on academic probation. Students on academic probation who do not raise their cumulative GPA to a 2.0 or higher after 2 regular semesters, that's fall and spring, will be dismissed. In order to graduate from CSU as well, all students must have a minimum of a 2.0 cumulative GPA. You can read more about scholastic standards in the CSU General Catalog. So let's talk a little bit about understanding your GPA or grade point average. This table gives you a quick view of grades at CSU. Note that professors can choose to use a plus or minus grading system, which results in different points. So a B plus would be a 3.334, a straight B would be a 3.0, and a B minus is a 2.667. Note that there is no plus or minus grading below the letter of C. Make sure you understand the class syllabus and how your grades in each class result in your semester grades. So, let's talk about repairing your GPA. You need to repair your GPA now. If you're not repairing it now, then dismissal becomes more likely. Repairing your GPA is a change that you can make. Repairing your GPA depends on how close your cumulative GPA is to a 2.0 and the number of credits that you've taken. Once you're at or below a 2.0, D's will further damage your GPA and C's will make very little difference. D's will only make it harder for you to return to a 2.0, and C's, remember, are not what you need. C's will not raise your GPA back into good standing. You can't graduate with C's and D's. The more total credits you have will also mean the more coursework you will need in order to repair your GPA. We're going to jump into a couple of examples here in a little bit.
Awesome. Thanks, Elliot. So let's look at calculating your GPA. In order to predict your semester GPA, you must first understand how to calculate quality points. Quality points are the point values that are associated with each letter grade. Here are some examples of those letter grades. An A is worth a 4.0, a B is worth a 3.0, a C is worth a 2.0, a D is worth a 1.0, and an F is worth no points at all. And so you'll often hear these points tossed around, but these points actually do enter into some math, so let's look at that math. The number of credits you take during the semester will affect your GPA. Before we look at calculating semester grades, let's look at a quick example of how credits can have an effect on grades. To calculate, we take the number of credits for the class and multiply that times the grade points earned to get the total quality points earned. Since credits are multiplied by grade points, there can be large differences in the number of quality points you earn. If you take 1 credit and earn an A, remember that's worth 4 grade points, you earn 4 quality points. And that math is here. 1 times 4 is 4 quality points. So the difference here can be is if you take 12 credits and you earn A's, 4 points for each credit, you earn 48 quality points. So that math shows that there's a difference with quality points being multiplied by each credit. Now let's look at this example with a full semester of classes. Calculating your GPA for a semester. Don't be misled, do the math. And it's straightforward math for the most part, so let's take a look at how that can work. Here's a grid, and in yellow, you'll see a student has taken 12 total credits. 2 3-credit classes, a 2-credit class at the top, and a 4-credit class at the bottom. And if we look at grades initially, we'll say, hey, not too bad. You know, an A, a B, a C, and only 1 D. But note that that D is on a 4-credit class, and we'll come back to talk about that in just a little bit. So grades are there in blue, and then the grade points associated for the grade earned are there in green. On this grid, you'll see that we've started to do that math. I'll just give the top as an example, right? 2 credits times a 4.0A gives you 8 points. And then I'll go to the bottom and look at that D grade. 4 credits, you're like, yay, 4 credits, but with only a D, you're only getting 1 point for that, so that's only 4 quality points. Doing that math, adding all the orange numbers, we'll get 27 total quality points. And then quality points divided by credits is what will give you your GPA. So 27 divided by 12 is a 2.25 GPA. And again, when we initially looked at those grades, we would have thought, hey, not too bad. But there are a number of students who feel that, hey, 2.25 is not what I was aiming for. So that's looking at a quick example. Let's look at calculations for credits on several semesters. So let's assume you have a 1.6 cumulative GPA based on 24 quality points and 15 credits attempted. Using this example, you can add all quality points and divide by all credits attempted. So reading this first column, top to bottom, shows 24 quality points in green, and that's 24 points on 15 credits in white. The bottom row is GPA, so the 24 quality points divided by 15 credits equals a 1.6 GPA. The second column uses the grades from the previous slide as a sample projection of current semester grades. This shows 27 quality points in green on 12 credits in white. 27 divided by 12 equals a 2.25 GPA. The third column shows the totals for row 1 and 2. Total green quality points equals 51. Total white credits equals 27. So 51 quality points divided by 27 credits would equal a 1.88 GPA. Note that a 1.88 GPA is still below a 2.0, and in this example, the student is not off academic probation. See the Calculating GPA worksheet on the RAMCT Peak homepage and speak with your academic advisor for examples of grades that will help you get off probation based on your quality points and credits.
Woo! So, lots of math coming at you, and we appreciate you for paying attention. What we want to do is we want to show you now a practical example of what you can see when you go find your unofficial transcript on RamWeb. So, we're taking this guy right here, and looking at it, we'll show you where you can find all of the information that you need to do your very own GPA calculation. On this sample transcript on the left, you can see your CSU grade points highlighted in orange, your CSU GPA credit hours highlighted here in blue, and your current CSU cumulative GPA highlighted here in yellow. Predicting your current semester, you can add totals as we did here, and then divide total quality points by total credits. In this example, a student with 84 points divided by 43 credits has a 1.95 GPA and is on academic probation. With this many credits, the student needs to earn B grades in 6 credits to be able to return to back above a 2.0 GPA. So, looking at these calculations, we can see that 84 existing points plus 18 projected points equals 102 total points in orange. 43 credits plus 6 current credits equals 49 total credits in blue. Therefore, 102 divided by 49 equals a 2.08 cumulative GPA.
Awesome. All right, who's ready for more math? No, I'm teasing. But let's look at some scenarios for improving your GPA and how these calculations can make a difference. So in example 1, let's say that GPA is a 1.7 on 15 credits. If you're currently enrolled in 12 credits and you use your existing GPA, earn all C's, your new GPA is only a 1.8, and you're now on academic probation 2 and facing academic dismissal, right? So again, if we wanted to make changes, let's not keep earning C and D grades, let's raise that up. So in that same example, if you take that existing GPA and you earn all B's in the semester, then your new GPA is a 2.27, right? This would return you to good academic standing. Two things to highlight here. With fewer credits, you can more easily affect or influence your GPA. Note the differences B's make in the second example to improve the GPA and return you to good standing. You should work to earn grades higher than C's now. So let's look at another example of some of these scenarios, and let's take the same GPA, right? So still a 1.7, but now you've got more credits. You've got 45 credits. Again, if you were taking 12 credits and had your existing GPA but only earned C's, your new GPA is a 1.75. If you took your existing GPA, earned all B's, then your new GPA would be a 1.97. Note that in neither of these scenarios would return you to good standing. In the last example, all B's pulled 15 credits of a 1.7 above a 2.0. Recognize here that all B's on 45 credits with a 1.7 GPA only raise you to a 1.97. No, the university does not round up to a 2.0. A 1.97 is exactly that, a 1.97, which is below a 2.0 GPA. This shows why it's important to repair your GPA now. There's no waiting. Please connect with your advisor to discuss specific plans aimed at improving your performance. Here's one thing to remember. Here's a nice visual for you. Let's think of this line as a GPA line, right? A balance, if you will. This will start to tilt because D's and F's damage your GPA and C's solidify that low GPA. A's and B's improve that GPA. So once you're below a 2.0, note that only A's and B's help raise your GPA toward or above a 2.0. If you're below a 2.0, you can earn C's and or a 2.0 GPA for the semester, but not return to or above an overall 2.0 GPA. Again, this means that you'll need B's and A's to return above a 2.0 and back into good standing.